Well, it was just 2 years ago that President Trump granted Alice Marie Johnson clemency and freed her from a life sentence in prison due to drug charges. And now she is dedicating her own life to be an advocate for criminal justice reform. And she's an author and the CEO of the Taking Action for Good Foundation. And she is set to speak tomorrow night at the Republican National Convention. And we welcome her now to the show. Alice Marie, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you again, too. Hi, Sean.
Good to see you. How are you?
Oh, this has been a whirlwind of activities ever since the announcement was made, but I am so excited. I'm doing great.
I know. Talk about how life changes over the course of a couple of years, right? In terms of,
yes,
it's amazing. What did you think last night when you saw this individual, Joe Ponder, get clemency from the president and have his life change the way that yours probably was?
Yes, he received a full pardon, and that was, wow, I was so happy for him, and really putting a spotlight on the need for second chances and full redemption. So I was so proud of him. I loved his speech, and he is an extremely inspiring person.
You know, on night one, we heard Herschel Walker speak and give his experience with the president. I want to play that real quick and get a reaction from you.
It hurt my soul to hear the terrible names that people call Donald. The worst one is racist. Just because someone loves and respects the flag, our national anthem, and our country, doesn't mean they don't care about social justice. He shows how much he cares about social justice in the Black community through his actions.
How has your view of the president changed over the last few years?
Well, working with the president, just seeing the compassion that he has for people, all people. I hate when people put labels on others who they don't even know. And, for myself personally, he's a very warm person, and I have not seen that part of him that people try to label him as. For sure, that's not something that I've ever seen in the president in all of my interactions with him.
Alice, I've really enjoyed the last couple nights, the diversity, the tone, the message. But when I wake up, a lot of times I'll read these headlines in the media about it being a dark convention and dark speech. What has your impression been so far of what you've seen?
Definitely a message of hope for the nation.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that darkness. We probably, Sean, are seeing the same thing. I don't know what view others are looking at this through. But I guess if you are looking for darkness, you can find it.
That's a really great point. I feel like sometimes I'm wondering if they're looking at the same convention. Because I'm waking up thinking exactly what you just said. I'm like, regardless of what party you're with, it's sort of, I always say it's like rooting for a team that you don't like. You can admit that they had a good game or a good play. It doesn't make you a fan. And I looked at last night and the night before, and I said, regardless of what party you are, you can say, hey, that was a good speech. Kind of like I thought Joe Biden gave a good speech. Doesn't mean I'm going to vote for the guy, but he gave a good speech. I agree with your sentiment.
You're speaking tonight. Can you give us a little preview of your speech? What do you want people to walk away with?
I want them to walk away with what an opportunity looks like for a person who's been given a second chance, and also what I'm doing with that second chance. And I want them to look at me and know that there are others who are like me, who are in a similar situation, who needs mercy and compassion also. So I want them to really walk away with, let's not forget about those who we don't see.
Alice, if polls are correct, they've shown over the last couple cycles that about 90% of Black Americans tend to vote Democrat. When someone comes up to you on the street right now and says, hey, I know who you are, you're the woman that got pardoned, I've seen you on television, how can you support Trump? What do you say to them?
Well, I say, look at the things that he is doing. Don't listen. Look at the things that he's doing. I like to look at the actions of a person. People can say whatever they want to say that they're going to do, but President Trump has truly been living up to many promises that he made during his campaign.
Hey, Alice, I want to wish you the best of luck tonight. I love your story. I love how you've taken this opportunity that's been afforded to you and done so much good for so many others. I think there's so many people that would love to have an opportunity and just say, I just want to get my life back and go do things. You've made it so much about helping others, and that's such a great message. I applaud what you've done, and I look forward to seeing you.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Sean. Thank you for having me on today. It was great seeing both of you again.
It was great
And
to
I'm
see
looking
you.
forward to having a great night.
Well, you're going to have one, I guarantee it.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, the First Lady made a rare appearance at last night's RNC. So how'd she do? Plus, the media gave their take about last night's event, and we'll give you ours next.